All right, players, it's not as bad as you think. Go ahead and grab your tea and have a seat. Let's talk about Judge McAfee throwing out some of the charges against Frumpy to the motherfucking dump and his allies in that Georgia election interference case. Grab your tea, have a seat, breathe, and let's get into it. So this morning, Judge McAfee issued a 9-page ruling throwing out 6 of the counts against Frumpy to the motherfucking dump and his allies in that Georgia election interference case. Now, it's important to note that only 3 of those charges are related to Frumpy to the motherfucking dump, and the RICO charge actually still stands against Frumpy Dump and all of his allies. Now, the Magamites are celebrating, honey. They are as happy as a flea on a dog's ass with this ruling, thinking that Frumpy Dump has won, but in my opinion, they just failed to read, because if they did read this, they would understand that this was all thrown out based on a technicality. The 3 charges related to Frumpy that the judge has decided to throw out, remember, he was charged with a total of 13 counts. He still has 10 remaining. Now, of those 3 charges, they are related to his conduct surrounding the solicitation of government officials. Now, on the very second page of this ruling, that's why I think the Frumpy Dump Tank Sniffers did not read this. It says, and I quote, "The court's concern is less that the state has failed to allege sufficient conduct of the defendants. In fact, it has alleged an abundance. However, the lack of detail concerning an essential legal element is, in the undersigned's opinion, fatal. As written, these 6 counts contain all of the essential elements of the crime, but fail to allege sufficient detail regarding the nature of their commission." So with that being said, the judge left it wide open for them to immediately file an appeal, add those details, because the abundance of evidence is there. They just don't have the amount of detail that the judge is comfortable with. So basically, he's left it open for them to immediately file an appeal and get these charges back on to Frumpy Dump, Human Skid Mark Giuliani, John Eastman, Robert Cheeley, Mark Meadows, and Ray Smith III. So again, the Frumpy Dump Tank Sniffers and the Magamites are celebrating for what? Because the judge explicitly says that the abundance of evidence is there. We just need more details. So all they have to do is refile those charges if they choose to do so. And I'm sure if it rises to the level that the judge is looking for, he will add those charges. Those charges will be refiled and re-added to the defendants. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. We are still waiting for Judge McAfee to issue a ruling on whether District Attorney Willis will be removed from this case. Now, I have heard that was supposed to come by the end of the week. That's what I was waiting for. I really wasn't waiting for this, but the judge has to handle these motions appropriately upon looking at the charging documents and what has been presented. He saw that he felt the need to throw out these charges and left it open for them to appeal. So they just have to follow the law and do what they need to do. All right, players, put your thoughts in the comments. I told you it's not that bad. Hopefully I explained this so that you could understand it. I'm explaining it to the best of my ability. I want you to put your thoughts in the comments, because y'all know my opinion is not the only one that matters. I would love to know yours. Put it in the comments. This is Double D Mother for the Black Accurate News.